Triple E Elvis 777 clocking in. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Here for the people, even if the people don't need me. As you know, I live on a ship. I'll actually give you a little tour of my scenery today. 1 second. It's kind of bad outside. It's kind of blurry, but whatever. You get it. You get the point. I live on the ship. I work 7 days a week. And, you know, just doing my thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with the working class. That's a lot of people, they kind of get that twisted. I watched the interview yesterday with Wes Watson. Okay, Wes Watson's yelling at, I don't even know, is it Andrew Wilson, I think his name is? I'm not the biggest fan of it either. But the whole problem with Wes Watson's mindset and how he thinks is, oh, I can't listen to you based off of how you look or what you possess. Okay, because if he looks better than you or possesses more than you, then you're automatically toned out. The problem with that way of thinking, one, is he said Andrew Wilson has tits. Well, the person who slaps the gavel has tits. The person that locks you up has tits. The cops have tits, you know what I mean? Like, you're not above the system, you're not above the law. And also, the money that you possess and the value of that money has other men's face on it. Why are those men's face on that? Because they are productive members of society. Okay? This is where you have to use your, you know, mind and think, hey, how do I become a productive member of society? Was it hurting people, stabbing people, arguing with people because they have tits? Like, I'm not the most fit person out there. I got, you know, look at that. I also get fed freaking 3 meals a day for free 7 days a week. I work 7 days a week. It's called the working class. Okay, we actually had to come up from nothing. We didn't sling drugs. We didn't, you know, hurt people. We didn't. God knows what y'all do. I mean, we didn't freaking smuggle bricks. We actually go to work every day. It's harder. Go watch Goodfellas or The Bronx Tale. Like, go watch a Bronx Tale. Not Goodfellas. This is a terrible example, but Bronx Tale. The father says it's harder to get up and go to work every day. It's easy to pull the trigger. So even though you think you're big and bad, you wouldn't say that to Tim Kennedy. But even if you could physically hurt the person that's talking to you, okay? The message does not come from the person, the vessel. That's why they say don't shoot the messenger. Where does that message come from that Andrew was talking about? Right here, bud. So if you disagree with this, how are you gonna get mad? Because somebody has titties telling you it. It doesn't matter if he has titties or not telling you it. It comes from here. So don't shoot the messenger. If you disagree with this, that's your world. That's what you have to deal with. I don't understand. Like, okay, yeah, let's talk about physique for a second. Yes, people should be in shape. People should be physically fit. But like Andrew was saying, it's a byproduct of what actually matters. Because when you die, you're gonna be a rotten worm food. You're gonna be worm food, bro. It doesn't matter how much. And let's talk about this. You cheated to get your physique. You injected testosterone. You injected steroids. So why is everybody supposed to be just like following your program? You don't have the Greek physique. Greeks didn't even have big chests. They had big forearms and big arms. So it's just like your mindset is so backwards. Now you block me on Instagram for posting a Bible verse. It's like, dude, I know this is like a hard topic to talk about, but even if you could whip anybody's ass, you're not in the UFC. You're not a fucking fighter. Like, I don't understand. You were a prisoner, and that's cool. Like, I'm not even hating on you for going to prison. Like, people have changed. You know, things change. Life changes. But the working class goes to work every day. Especially me. I work 7 days a week. We don't have to subscribe to this materialistic worldview of, oh, I gotta have the Lambo or I can't talk to you. It's kind of crazy. It's because you're not gonna take your Lambo when you die. Your casket might be gold, but you're gonna rot inside of it. Like, it's backwards thinking. So what you need to do is actually get in front of politicians, get in front of your government. Your government that you live in, the money that you possess, was based off of a Judeo-Christian government, right? The society that you prosper from and benefit from came from people who believe in the Geneva Bible, which is older than the King James. So be a productive member of society. And stop hating on Andrew because he's got titties. Maybe you could help him out and help him get rid of his titties. So like, why wouldn't that be an option? But y'all can still have a conversation. It's not like it's the end of the world. Even if you could whoop him, even if you could whoop me, that's the thing too. Is you run your mouth like that, and you can't even have a freaking firearm. You're a felon. So if you would have slapped that man and he shot you, there's nothing you could do about it. And the judge will let him go clean, free, clean slate. Like, and you're gonna say, oh well, you need a gun, blah blah blah. It doesn't even matter. Like in prison, y'all use knives. Oh well, you need a knife. Like, come on. This is not the Stone Age. We're not throwing rocks at each other, beating each other up. Like, there's a law and order. The judge who has titties will slap the gavel on you and throw you back in jail. Like, the mindset that you have is so backwards, it's insane to me. And shout out to people that go to work like men every day and don't complain. We don't need recognition. We're fine with our 50, 40, 100K a year, you know, like, it doesn't even concern you. Family is the most important thing in civilization. So at least having kids, Andrew has kids and he takes care of them. I'm not even hating on you for raising somebody else's kids. That's actually a good thing. Actually, I'm not even mad at you. But there's certain things, it's just like, you're not going to listen to other people that you live in their society, you benefit from their society, right? You benefit from everybody else's society, and you kind of, you know, were an outcast for society for 10 years because you couldn't get with the program, and you're mad at the people who aren't physically fit and possess U.S. currency. Like, how crazy is that? Like, you know what you need to do? Look at your $20 bill and look up an Andrew Jackson documentary. Andrew Jackson's the one on your $20 bill, brother. It's insane to me. Because somebody like Andrew would actually be beneficial to your life. But you're over here saying that I can't listen to him because he doesn't look a certain way. Or he doesn't have certain possessions. What kind of sense does that make? Now, the people that follow that are brickheads. Like, you obviously entertain brickheads, blockheads, who don't use their mind. Now, I'm agreeing with you. People should be physically fit. Like, it's better for your health. It's better for your overall life, your lifespan. But why are we going to act like you didn't enhance it with the steroids? Why did you never bring that up? Like, that's an honest conversation. Does that scare you? Is that your weakness? I don't understand. It's kind of like, it's sad because you two would actually be a good mindset together because you have the possessions that you value, but he has the internal walk that men value, a spiritual walk that men value, and both of those messages are good, but the only problem with your message is everybody's not going to be physically fit, and they still are in society, and they produce things, and they make decisions that are above a selfish, physically fit man. It's like you versus the military. It's kind of crazy. One man with your mindset versus the military is not. Look at Hitler. Look at Gaddafi. Look at all those people with the world in their fingertips, shot down. Why? Because of a society. So be a productive member of society, and actually, you know, get involved with your government instead of being opposite and being selfish, because realistically you are selfish. Talking about your Ferraris, your Lambo, and then talking about your girl as a dime. It's like, dude, females are a whole different option. They're a whole different topic, okay? You could have a female one day and then get rid of her the next, and you've had multiple females. You've already said that, so it's not like it means anything. What does mean something is society, being a productive, honor, charisma, even bravery. Andrew, you could say Andrew has bravery because he probably weighs fucking 200 pounds and you're swole up, testosterone filled. Everybody knows you can whoop him. It doesn't mean anything. It means zero. It literally means zero. And I get it. When people talk to you, you want to be respected. And that's how it should be. I'm not disagreeing with that. We should respect each other when we talk. So maybe Andrew needs to work on that, about how to communicate with respect, which I get that too. But to go off and try to like bully him when you're adults is insane. Like, you know, when you're a kid, you get over that. And clearly you missed, you know, the pillars of character when you were growing up because the actions in your life. And it's Nobody's hating on you for that. Hopefully you mature and get older, but you're like 45, bro. Like, it's time to, start practicing what you preach, and maybe dig into your character, dig into your values, dig into, I would say, when was this written? The 1500s? This is thousands of years old. Like, what are we talking about? Like, these principles are above you, and they're above man. So if you're mad at that, then if you're mad at the shape of the person that's giving you the message, it's shooting the messenger. Okay? There's no reason that you got to shoot the messenger. It's like if Tim Kennedy gave you the same message because he believes in that, and he's physically fit, and he could kill you. What are you gonna do then? Are you gonna agree with him and be like, yeah, bro, you have what I have? Like, I don't understand. Like, the mindset of the money thing is insane too, because they print money every day. Money literally means nothing. It means nothing. U.S. currency means nothing. It's just because the things that you obtain, you feel as if it makes you somebody. And I'm not going to take away from that. Yeah, you get more status, and people look at you different, but at the end of the day, who's gonna be worrying about that when you're dead? They're gonna be wanting. They're gonna try to take all your stuff when you're dead. So you gotta look above the bigger picture. You gotta actually expand your mind and have these conversations, even though they're hard for you, and you want to freaking smash everybody, Hulk smash everybody that disagrees with you. But the working men out here, we get it. Our civilization was built off of a principle. So be a part of that principle, or be locked up in a cage, because the way you're conducting yourself, saying you're gonna slap everybody, that's not gonna work with everybody. There's somebody that's going to say, okay, you think you can slap me, and I'm going to get you. It's just what it is. You're threatening people. They're not threatening you. Okay? You got to understand here. We got to use our logical brain here. He was just there having a conversation. I know you felt disrespected because he said certain things, but he wasn't trying to disrespect you. He's just never... Some people aren't in that lifestyle. Some people don't understand. Some people communicate different. You can't just freak out. You got to actually use your brain and be like, okay, wow, he has a different opinion than me. Let me explain mine and see if it's valid or not. And yeah, you should want to be like people that you admire, but being a bully is not something that anybody admires. You said what was it? You said the thugs or people that were willing to hurt people and need help. Yeah, they do need help. But St. Andrew's message isn't valid is crazy, because there's two different types of things. There's a lot of problems going on in society, and you both would be a good combo to fix those. It's just insane, though. It's like you want to block me on Instagram because I posted a Bible verse. Like, come on, dude. Like, you're mad at the messengers. You could fight that fight for the rest of your life. You can't delete this video. I'm fixing to post this. You can't delete that. There's things out of your control. There's literally things out of your control. The judge with his titties is going to slap the gavel and lock people up. The cops with their titties will put the handcuffs on you and throw you away. That's just how it is. Regardless if you like it or not. So be a productive member of society. That's really it. Be a citizen. It's time to actually, you and Andrew could actually change the world. You literally could change the world. Help him out. He can help you out. He can help you out mentally. You can help him out physically. Now, he might not care about physicalities because, honestly, it is a byproduct. It's not. It doesn't change the reality of life. You're not above the banking system. You're not above the government. You've literally been at the lowest point due to the government locking you up. This is not an anarchy. This is it's supposed to be a republic, but now we have a democracy. I know it's a different world than you're used to, but it's time to jump in that world. This is your time to jump in that world. And who am I? And you don't have to listen to me. I don't care if you listen to me or not. But people aren't gonna rock with your message if you're just around here trying to slap everybody. Like, come on, T-Pain, this ain't it. Or Mr. T, this ain't it. I pity the fool. This ain't it. I'm literally Mr. 9 to 5, 7 days a week, and not even 9 to 5. I'm a crewmate. I'm in the water. They wake me up. I go to work every single day. They call my phone. They knock on my door, and I do what I got to do. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a productive member of society. The things that are wrong are people that harm other people, like you said. So yeah, and how do we change that mindset? One, you can teach them how to hustle. Yeah, that's fine, but it has to be legal. One, and two, you got to be willing to abide by the laws of your land. If you don't like the laws of your land, then leave the country. Go to a different country. Unfortunately for you, the country that you live in was based upon this. And if you don't like it, I mean, you can leave. Look up, and if you don't know anything about the people on your dollar bills, look up every single person on your bills and watch a documentary on all of them. Benjamin Franklin, not John F. Kennedy, even though he's on the 50-cent coin. You can watch a documentary on him too. Andrew Jackson, Lincoln, Washington, Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton. If you don't know about any of those guys and you possess the money that they're on, then there's a problem. And if you think, oh, because my message is somehow scaring you because of the freaking shape, because of the shape I'm in, I get freaking 7 meals a day for free. Hey, my man makes chocolate chip cookies every morning for free. Then you have a problem. If you can't accept a message because of how somebody looks, you're backwards, bro. That's like when I was a little kid. Like, come on, man. I'm only 28, bro, and I can understand concepts apparently that you can't. So this is something that scares you. It's okay, man. Like, it's okay. Nobody's hating on you. I'm not hating on you. Just elevate your way of thinking. I know you think, oh, I gotta think of this high frequency, possession to get materialistic things. Okay, cool. Don't be a blockhead. Look up Aristotle and look up those philosophers, Socrates, Stoicism. I mean, there's been way more powerful men than you in the world, and there's been when it comes to like slapping people, there's always gonna be somebody that could beat you up. Always. There's multiple people that could beat you up too, and there's multiple people that are bigger than you. There's multiple people taking testosterone too. It's like, what is that supposed to mean? There's people with more money and more power than you, and they're bigger than you. That might be rare, but it's possible. It's a thing. Like, how do you think you're at the top? The people at the top run the government. They're the deep state. So actually fight them. Like, if you want to get mad and slap people, go slap them. Go slap the deep state. Like, you're not going to go slap your judge with the titties when he hits the gavel. I don't get it. Either way, Triple E Elvis, 777, clocking out, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Here for the people, even if the people don't need me. Adios.